Remember that great rock song, Roll Over Beethoven? Well, the old bloke is having his revenge. Suddenly, the classics are cool again. They're even outselling big names like Madonna. In fact, two of these new megastars have sold close to 100 million discs between them, and now they're headed our way. First, there's Andrea Bocelli, the blind Italian tenor who sets hearts aflutter when he sings. I know, but trust me, he does. Then there's Andre Rieu, the violinist and conductor the stuffy music critics love to hate. Why? Probably because he produces the greatest, weirdest classical show on earth. What have Andre Rieu and his orchestra got in their Weet-Bix? This is supposed to be a classical music concert, and aren't they supposed to be intimate gatherings with smatterings of polite applause? Well, there are 26,000 people here in Amsterdam, and they're going nuts.
A lot of people in the audience in the classical music go there because, you know, I like classical music and the first note. You know what I mean.
They sleep through it.
In my concert, people are not sleeping.
It doesn't look or sound like a classical music concert, does it?
Yes, but that's a secret.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I played Nessun Dorma, I played Mozart. And all these millions of people would never heard this classical music otherwise.
Andre says his concerts are a mix of substance and style, but it's the style that's causing the most buzz. It's more big top than concert, with a never-ending array of entertainment. And all set in a replica of Vienna's famous Schönbrunn Palace. From start to finish, when it comes to sheer size, nothing like this set has been tried before. It takes a week just to put together. This is serious business, but making light of classical music has hooked Andre legions of fans and album sales of 25 million. I guess people don't often put humour and classical music together.
There you are completely right. And I don't understand why. Because Mozart was a lively guy. He was drinking wine every day, making sex every day, and he was really living. And why play Mozart with a face as if you're already dead?
Classical music is winning over new fans everywhere. Along with Andre Rieu, opera singer Andrea Bocelli has helped make the classics accessible, selling 65 million albums worldwide. Even more than that other great Italian tenor, Luciano Pavarotti. Andrea loves to sing, and it's lovely to be sung to. Beautiful. Are you trying to make my heart tremble?
Okay.
This great artist is blind but prefers not to talk about it. He was born with degenerative glaucoma and permanently lost his sight at 12. Your mother has said that life has not spared my son from joy or pain.
Every mother thinks the same thing, I think. No, I'm a lucky man, above all because I had the affection by the family, by the friends, by the girlfriends, and that's the most important thing.
Andrea lives life as if he has full sight, and with his beautiful fiancée Veronica by his side, nothing is impossible. They live near Pisa on the Italian coast in Tuscany, where the adventurous Andrea likes to scuba dive, water ski and windsurf.
Do you go up windsurfing as well?
I try, but I can go just in one direction. I can't turn. So Andrea can come back exactly in the same point when he starts, but I can't.
Yeah.
So.
How do you know which direction you're going in? Is it just through the wind?
The wind.
Yes.
Wind.
Musically, Andrea's main love is opera, but his phenomenal success has been through more popular songs like the one that launched his career, Time to Say Goodbye. Next month, Andrea will be performing in Australia. He's bringing Veronica and his 2 sons from his previous marriage.
And I was wondering if there are plans for more children in the Bocelli household.
Who knows?
Who knows?
If I don't forget the way.
Yeah.
I'm sure that is impossible.
While Andrea enjoys the Italian coast, Andre Rieu prefers Maastricht in Holland. His 15th century castle fits the image of a globe-trotting European conductor.
Welcome, Tyler.
Thank you.
Come on
But
in.
this Camelot is much more sanctuary than status symbol.
And I sit here. You sit next to me.
Okay.
But you can imagine when I come home from a trip and you sit here, it's
nice.
It's nice. Yeah.
How often are you at home?
We have a philosophy that we are not longer from home 2 weeks because we have a lot of young mothers in the orchestra with babies.
But it's in his backyard where he finds real peace.
Ah, wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful. It's a hothouse with a difference.
Yeah.
Instead of splurging on a flashy lifestyle, Andre prefers to put his money into this tropical glasshouse. Inside, it's full of exotic plants and beautiful butterflies collected from around the world.
This is for the butterflies.
We don't want to let anyone out.
Yeah.
Oh, this is incredible, Andre.
Look,
It really
look.
is.
Isn't this a paradise?
It's beautiful.
They're all flying around. They just do it for us now, for the camera. You are nice butterflies. Every day when I'm here, I go here and relax. And, you know, it's so... Listen. Isn't that fantastic?
It's great. It's great. It's very unlike Dutch weather. It's very
It is.
hot in here.
Yeah, but I like it. So I think I have Australian blood. I love it here.
When he's on stage, Andre's dream is to perform the classics as the great composers intended, with lots of colour, laughter and dancing. It's a style that fills stadiums but enrages the critics. To his fans, he's the king of waltz. To his detractors, the king of schmaltz.
This is what some of the purists say about you, that your treacly version of much of the classical music you play is an offence against music, that you've been described as the reigning lord of classics for nitwits, which in English means classic music for idiots. Does that hurt?
I don't know. I'm always thinking of it because I don't understand it. I'm a nice guy. I don't know why they hate me so much.
Do you care?
Of course I care. Why? I mean, there is some sort of elite group that uses the classical music to say, we are more than you.
So they're snobs?
No, why not? call it as you want, but that's what I think that's the problem.
Even nitwits deserve culture.
Do you think you have to be a nitwit to like Andre Rieu?
No. They're people who like a good show, which includes classical music, is based on classical music, but also has family fun.
100 to 102 FM.
Classical music broadcaster Paul Gambaccini thinks both Andre Rieu and Andrea Bocelli are good for the industry. Their mix of popular and classical makes them savvy performers who've made the classics sexy for their audiences.
They think that when they hear Andrea Bocelli, they're hearing class. They're hearing culture. They feel good about themselves. Andrea Bocelli makes the audience feel important.
And now the end is near.
To put himself through opera singing classes, Andrea Bocelli worked in a piano bar, singing those songs we all know.
Something like this. Or stay for just a while.
Andrea was in his 30s before he was discovered, but he'd memorised and was practising full operas by the age of 9.
What did your school friends think when you were going around singing opera as a young boy?
At school, my friends said that it was boring, of course. Come on, stop to sing these stupid things, they told me. But later they understood.
Classical music is one of the most beautiful things we have. And I would like to take my audience at a hand and show them slowly into the classical music, but in my way, the way I do it.
The way Andre does it is big. Here in Maastricht, he and his set designer son Pierre are setting up for an outdoor concert. As impressive as it will be, it's nothing compared to what's coming our way in November. A 5-city tour that will need 2 castles and 650 people to make it happen.
So it's involving lots and lots of people and approximately 150 containers.
150 containers.
Yeah.
And is it true nothing like this has been tried before?
Not that I know. Toronto was already...
Don't look at me like that, it's not my fault.
You're the one who told me you were mad.
It is his fault.
It is his fault, isn't it?
It is my fault, yes.
There's something very infectious about Andre's crazy concepts. Whether it's a spontaneous waltz or his take on an Australian song, sung by a Dutch choir and his Australian soprano, Marusha.
Watch me wallabies feed, mate, watch me wallabies feed. They're a dangerous breed, mate, so watch me wallabies feed.
It might be corny, but you can't help but share his sense of fun.
Now I have to ask you this. Have you ordered your orchestra to smile all the time as they perform?
It's real. We are enjoying ourselves.
Mi ricordo quella notte sulla spiaggia.
Back in Italy, Andrea Bocelli is also having fun. Whether it's classical or contemporary, as long as there's music, Andrea is happy.
I love music in general, anyway. Music is my life. But the most important thing for me is to be remembered like a voice.
A very good voice.
I don't know, I hope.
For Andre Rieu, it's also about the music, but he will do anything to get the audience to listen, even if it means putting on the glitziest, most extravagant show you've ever seen.
Is the Schönbrunn Palace set a risk, putting the show on like that?
It's a big risk, yes, Yes, I can tell this openly to everybody. It's a big risk. And of course I hope that people will buy a ticket, otherwise I'm broke.
Hello, I'm Tara Brown. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.